Bozy,
Yes.
this is my first time at your gym.
Yeah, I saw you before though.
Yeah. I've definitely covered his fights and other things, press conferences and so forth. Can you tell us a little bit about your gym? I noticed you have like an MMA, mixed martial arts area,
right.
and a fitness area.
Right.
What? Tell us a little bit about your gym and what you do here.
Well, this is Kathy. This is we like partners. This is me and her together. And this right here used to be the MMA's cage, from where he's shadow boxing at, and it goes all the way around. And I was thinking when I first talked to her, I was thinking about putting another ring here. Then I said, no, I'm gonna leave this space open up. And then everybody can shadow box, they can do a lot of things. Because you see how big it is anyway. So, and then the other side over there, you got the exercise. You've been over there?
Yeah.
We got everything.
Like the fitness area.
Yeah, we got everything over there. Okay. You know what I mean? So
it's public most of the time, all of the time.
Well, now Kathy, she has her and Sam. They have classes they give. I got used to the gym, from like Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. She had classes. She got classes from 7 to 8. No, 6 to 7.
Okay.
Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and on Saturdays she had from 10 to 11.
Okay.
After that, the gym is all mine.
Oh, okay. Nice.
So yeah. So, and that's the only days that they come in though.
Right.
All the rest of the days, I'm in here every day though, Monday to Saturday.
Right. So I see a few other fighters in here. Are you training anybody else, or you just focus primarily on?
Well, he was here earlier. He's seen all the fighters I had on the bag.
Okay.
They all my fighters. Yeah, I got Christian. I got a lot of guys. You know what I mean? Yeah.
So how's camp going thus far?
Camp is good, man. See, I don't have no problem with Boots because he lives in the gym.
Wow.
He stays in the gym. When he's not training for a fight, he in there training. And not only that, he helping training some of the students that I have.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, you heard the news that Jermell Charlo broke his hand in training camp.
Right.
How do you keep a son that's pretty much a gym rat, loves being in the gym, but not really get hurt? How does that work out?
How did it work out?
Yeah.
Hey,
how do you work so hard but not have accidents like a broken hand or anything like that?
Hey, I guess, man. Well, all I can say is God's plan. That's all I can say. That's all I can say. Things like that happen. You know what I mean? I know guys getting ready to fight for a world title. You know what I mean? And next thing you know, they broke your hand or they was in an accident. Something like that. You know what I mean? You can't tell what's going to happen when you're in here training hard as you train, and you know what I mean. You can walk out the door and get hit by a car. You know what I mean? So it's hard. Like you said, it's hard to prepare for stuff like that. Though.
Now I heard you tell the other interviewer that 2023, your goal is to have 3 fights, right?
Right.
If you had your wish list, who would it be? I know Spence and Crawford.
No, I'm not even going to name them. This is what I tell everybody. I don't just pick no particular fighter. It's whoever got the belts. Whoever got the belts. That's who we after.
Right.
It can be at
54.
No, it could be at 147. We try to clean that division out, and then once we do that, we'll move to 154.
Right.
There goes Slum.
Now, Crawford just had a fight. He won his fight. What did you think? Did you get a chance to watch that? Or
I watched
pretty much focused
I watched it. Yeah.
What did you think about that fight?
I think Crawford did what he's supposed to do. He's supposed to knock that guy out.
Right.
You know what I mean? Guy ain't had no chance with Crawford. Crawford's a pretty decent boxer. Matter of fact, one of the best boxers out there today. Right. And he know what to do though. You know what I mean? He might take his time, slow. You know what I mean? But he got to be careful when he fights somebody that's going to be on him though. Right. You can't start off slow with somebody that's constantly putting that pressure on you. You know what I mean? But he can box and he can fight. So, you know what I mean? Take nothing away from him. Great fighter, man.
Now, speaking of the fact that he can fight, a lot of people are drawing a lot of similarities between Crawford and your son.
Right.
What is the differences? Because I know they're both switch-handed, but what can a person that doesn't know a lot about boxing look at both of those fighters and see what would be the difference?
But the difference is, if you watch Boots can punch with both hands. And when he switch, They don't know.
Both switch-handed though. They're both pretty much. They both pretty much go from southpaw to orthodox, right?
If you watch Crawford good on one side though.
Oh, really?
He watch some of his fights.
He fights mostly as a southpaw. So are you saying that he's better on
what side?
Southpaw?
Yeah, when you watch it, what side you see him on the most?
Southpaw.
And that's what side he knocking people out.
That's a good question.
Look at that.
That's a good question.
You know what I mean? See, Boots is strong with both hands, and when he switch, people don't know when he switch. You know what I mean? It's all natural. You know what I mean? You know. And Boots is much faster than Crawford. Much faster.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Now Crawford's his fight didn't work out with Spence,
right.
And he slung a few insults. Al Heyman and said they were dragging their feet.
Yeah.
Al's not really the type of guy that takes too kindly to insult, so it may not get made this time. What happens if he does not pick your son in the next fight? If he does not pick Jaron Boots Ennis on the next fight, how should the fans feel? How do you take that as a duck? I mean, I use the word duck a lot, but
I don't use duck. Everybody uses duck. What I use is this. You know, he's been in the game for a long time. You know what I mean? And with when he taking the chance of fighting Boots, it's high risk, low reward. People don't like hearing that, but I understand where he's coming from. He on his way out. He's trying to make that much money he can. So if he fight Boots, he's taking the chance of fighting Boots, and look what's gonna happen. You know what I mean? He might not win. You know, that's what he's thinking in his mind. You know what I mean? So I understand where he's coming from. You know what I mean? I take the, you know what I mean? But like I said, it's whoever. You know what I mean? Whoever got the titles, they're going to have to see us. If they don't have to see us, they're going to have to move up.
Now, is it safe to say that once you guys get to that level where you're world champion, will you challenge these younger fighters coming up?
We'll fight anybody, man. We'll fight anybody. You see?
Once you're on top, you're committing to,
but look
giving
at us
young
now.
guys a chance.
But look at us now. Have you been reading and looking at stuff on YouTube and all that? We asked for them guys way back. Spence, Crawford, Thurman, you know what I mean? All of them. Ortiz, you know what I mean? Stenionis, all of them. What's the name? Jamal James. We all, if you look at the, and see what I'm talking about. We didn't ask for them. That wasn't we weren't on top at that time, but we wanted them at that time. You know what I mean? We fight anybody, man. You know what I mean? We wanted just to prove to us that we can make it with the big boys. You know what I mean? You know, and we don't care who it is. Like I said, I don't pick out nobody like a Spence or Crawford or nothing like that. It's whoever got the titles. That's who we want. And if you ain't gonna fight us, move up. You know what I mean? You know, move it up. Right. Move up. And like I said, well, like Spence, whoever he fight next, after that, he got 120 days to fight Boots. Right. And if he don't fight Boots, he loses the title.
Now you got a guy like Boo Boo. He's on this card.
Right.
No disrespect to him.
No.
But he's been avoided. He's been like blackballed.
Oh yeah, I understand that because he's a good fighter.
Yeah. Now how do you know that same thing won't happen to Boo?
Oh, I know it's not. No, I didn't talk to people. I already talked to some people. I know it. No, I don't talk to some people.
Got it.
We right on the threshold, man.
Wow.
We number one, number two, and number three.
Wow.
So we right there. You got to see it sooner or later, whoever it is. You know what I mean? We try to get Stenionis for that belt, WBA. What's that regular title? Or some kind of way they maneuver Ortiz, Virgil Ortiz in. You know what I mean? And we already said we'll fight Virgil. We've been with a fight Virgil. You know what I mean? We didn't care who it was, as long as we was fighting.
Do you ever think about carrying guys just so you can lure people in? Because if he goes in there and knocks them out in one round, nobody's going to want that work.
But listen closely. Boxing is not a game, man. You can get killed in this game. You go in there and play around with this guy, you wind up getting hurt. You know what I mean? Nah. If we see the opening, we taking it. That's how it is.
Do you have any thoughts on that possible fight that Ortiz, I always butcher his name, but
Stenionis, yeah.
Right. Do you have any thoughts about that?
I think that's a good fight because both of them good fighters, man.
Right.
Both of them good fighters, and they fight almost similar. Right. So you know it's gonna be a rock'em sock'em fight. Right. You know what I mean? You know.
Right. So, I mean, is that something where down the line, regardless of the outcome of that fight, like you're saying, and like you've been telling me and everybody else here, listen, You don't care who it is.
No, the price is right. The deal is real, man.
Okay.
You know what I mean? No matter who it is.
How long, if you clean up the division after the log jam is cleaned up on its own?
Right.
How long do you anticipate floating around at 47, or is his body?
Oh no! Once we do what we had to do on 147,
To go up?
we going up. We going up. Once we do what we had to do. You know what I mean? Ain't no use to staying there because Boots is getting bigger and bigger.
Right.
If you look at him, you know what I mean?
Right, like his
Yeah.
top.
Yeah.
So it's only a matter of time that the legs also accompany
Right.
what's happening.
Absolutely.
His shoulders look like they're getting raw.
Raw, yeah. Well, he just probably getting his man strength. People don't know he was knocking them guys out. He didn't have no man strength.
Wow.
So imagine now when he getting the man strength,
It was just.
you know what I mean? It would just, he's 25, man. So the man strength is just probably just starting.
Was it a speed thing before the mainstream? Because
No, but
speed kills.
and that's it. And that's how we always explain that to him. The speed do kills, but he also can sit down and he punch. You know what I mean? He sit down and play some shots. You know, he's real accurate if you notice.
Now, as far as what we've been talking about before, we've been saying that you want to see him tested also.
Oh yeah.
So you can't hold the fact. A lot of fans like to do that. It's like, well, we haven't seen him tested yet.
Yeah, they all say that, but
They don't realize that you yourself are also really wanting to see just how many gears or something.
yeah, but not only that, you already know that we've been trying to get all of them.
Right.
So that question, there was no need to be said. You already know about that. We asked for all of them just to be tested. You know what I mean? See, do we belong up here with the big boys? You know? Yeah.
You go ahead. You want to follow up on that question?
Because what I was going to say, the last time that he went the distance,
Right.
it almost looked like, from observing from the outside, watching the fight, he has a vicious streak that people haven't really seen yet.
Right.
For whatever the reason, the fights haven't gone as long,
Right.
tested, whatever. But in that fight, after the guy had tackled him, MMA tackled him down.
Oh, yeah.
And he almost relished in the fact that he wasn't stopping him. but
Right.
He was continually
Yeah.
beating him up.
Yeah.
Is that something that you have seen him do in the gym, in sport? Is it just something that's just you
That's
already
what,
know that's
what,
in him?
what
and
that's
it's
in
just
him.
bound to come out?
See, what's in him? Just like in the gym, you know what I mean? Once you get in that ring, he turned to an animal, man, a beast. You know what I mean? He like that killer move. You know what I mean? You know, but outside, you're one of the nicest guys in the world. You know what I mean?
Yeah, speak to that. How can a guy be so vicious in the ring? But yeah, I mean, he's a nice kid.
Yeah.
Like,
That's
he's
what I'm saying.
smiling all the time.
All the
He's
time.
not like a Charlo or a Tyson or
Exactly.
like really mean outside. How do you compartmentalize that mentally?
That's in him. That's the way he was raised.
Wow.
That's the way he was raised. I raised all my sons like that. You know what I mean? Once you get in that ring, you know what I mean? You got to go ahead and do your thing, man. You know what I mean? The boxing is not a game to be played with, man. You can get hurt real bad in it. You know what I mean? He had fun. I always tell him have fun doing what you're doing, but make sure you do it the right way, though. You know what I mean?
Now, speaking of all your other sons, at what age or at what point did you know that Boots was? I don't want to put down your other sons, but I'm just saying, like he's gotten to this level. People are calling him special.
Right.
Mayweather has made comments.
Right.
about him. When did you know, as a father, that this is the one?
I already knew. The other ones was the same way, but they just got to start talking to them girls and partying, and like I was telling them, I never heard y'all say y'all want to be world champions. I heard y'all say, I heard the girls saying, oh, that's that boy Pooh, or that's that boy Farah. You know what I mean? Oh, he can fight, you know what I mean? Y'all liked that more than say, I want to be world champion, you know what I mean? But him, Boots, he learned from them two.
Wow.
And they also teaches him, you know, don't do what we did. You know what I mean? You know, maybe remember this. Pooh was ranked number 3. Farah was ranked number 5 or 6 in WBC. Yeah, WBC. And Pooh was ranked 3 in the IBF.
Wow.
Yeah, they was right there at the door, knocking at the door.
That was around the Rosado.
Yeah, oh yeah, when he beat Rosado.
That was
Yeah.
like one of the best fights.
Oh yeah, everybody's talking about it. Yep, everybody's talking about it.
Like all the fans knocked out. It was a great fight.
Yep.
So do you think that experience of seeing your brothers very close, again, we've talked about this before, but not everybody really is aware that seeing his brothers coming to the cusp of that greatness and making a to the summit.
Yeah.
Right? Do you think that's prepared him really to take on having media days now, having big time fights that he had, starting out with Showtime?
Yeah.
So it's not, there's less of a learning curve in that sense. Do you think the fact that he's been around?
He's been around all his life.
So it's
This is what I'm saying. And this is what I try to tell when he fought Delamy. Oh, I got more experience than you. I got this and all that. I said, man, no, you don't. He been doing this since he was in the little walker. He couldn't even walk. You know what I mean? He see me on the bag, hitting the bag, or his brother's doing something. He go over there and hit the bag. And as he was growing, he picked that stuff up. He picked it up. Then I trained him on the southpaw side first, and then I switched him back up. And now he do it automatically now. You know what I mean? But they're gonna need me in the ring now.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you, man.
All right.
Thank
All
you.
right.
Appreciate it.